is News 3 Now at 6.
Wisconsin health officials have confirmed 48 new COVID-19 deaths, the state's highest single-day death total. The 7-day average positivity rate has increased by nearly 1 percentage point to 22.6%. There are almost 4,000 new confirmed cases today and 167 new hospitalizations. And the first patient has now been admitted to the alternate care facility at State Fair Park. Adding the word crisis to Dane County's COVID response plan doesn't sound good, and the news is not.
COVID case counts are so high right now. Contact tracers are overwhelmed and out of options. Our Gabriella Becerra joins us from the Alliant Testing Center to explain what this new strategy means for you. Gabby?
Public Health's 180 contact tracers simply can't keep up. That means it's likely going to fall on you to help turn this trend around. A new call for personal responsibility tonight.
You can't assume you're healthy and not spreading COVID-19. We can't tell you if you've been exposed and are at risk of having COVID-19. You need to reduce your risk through your actions.
City County Health Director Janelle Heinrich says those who test positive will still be notified, but calls to figure out where you got it or who you may have exposed likely won't happen.
The number of cases has simply overrun our health department's capacity.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says this isn't a problem that can be fixed in Dane County alone.
We're not an island, and we do the best that we can, but tens of thousands of people cross our borders every day.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway adds that the crisis is a signal to state and national leaders that cities and counties need more resources to make it through the pandemic.
We have folks coming from around the state to get tested here. We have folks coming from around the state to use our hospital systems. I don't begrudge that, but that means that there is a need around the state for more testing and for more health care.
But Heinrich says ultimately making it through this pandemic is going to take effort from everyone.
We don't have to get to that point where people are getting exposed if we avoid the activities that spread COVID-19 in the first place.
Local leaders are asking people to reconsider going to events that may help further spread the virus. And although we're in a tough spot right now, they say it's not too late, that we could turn this around before winter.
Gabby, thank you. UW-Madison officials say their contact tracing efforts are operating as normal. University Health Services is handling contact tracing for anyone identified as a UW-Madison student or employee and their close contacts. New at 6, the university is expanding COVID-19 testing next semester. Starting in January, all students who live on campus, attend classes, or use campus spaces will be tested twice each week. Regular employee testing will be required as well. Right now, weekly testing is only required for students in residence halls and for workers in the housing and food service.
To weather now, beautiful sunshine earlier, but some showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
And we probably should say that not all of us had the sunshine. From Madison on south, we had the sunshine. The northern part of our viewing area was a different story today, and you can see that on visible cloud track. You can see how we had some sunshine basically in the southern half of our viewing area, but farther to the north, the clouds stayed for much of the day, and that made a big difference in temperatures. Some showers, though, are starting to move into southern Wisconsin from Illinois and Iowa. There is even some thunderstorms to the southwest. We'll see those by late tonight and early tomorrow morning. To the north, it's snowing across central Wisconsin as temperatures are cold enough for that there. You can see showers right now pretty widespread from around Platteville over toward Monroe and Janesville. The showers will continue to move northward with time. Temperatures right now are in the 50s from Madison southward, where there was some sunshine. To the north, temperatures stayed in the 40s thanks to the cloud cover, and already down to the upper 30s north of the Dells. By tomorrow morning, we'll be in the lower to middle 40s with showers, perhaps even an isolated thunderstorm. Tomorrow will be breezy and milder with showers and some thunderstorms. At a high of 57 probably won't occur until tomorrow evening. There could be a big difference in temperatures. 60s south of Dane County, temperatures staying in the 40s north of Dane County. I'll have more details in weather about a big change in the forecast as we head into Friday.
Gary, thank you. Across Wisconsin, more than 75,000 people cast their ballots yesterday on the first day of in-person absentee voting. Madison City Clerk tells us more than 2,000 people have voted in person throughout the city so far. She says yesterday you may have had to wait in a long line because of some delays with the computer system, but things have moved along more quickly today. Most voting is happening outdoors as a COVID-19 safety precaution, so city officials are watching the forecast for rain. Overall, more than 103,000 absentee ballots have been sent out in Madison. Madison. That's a record. Back in 2016, fewer than 9,000 were mailed and 50,000 were issued in person at libraries. More than 77,000 ballots have been returned to Madison City Clerk through in-person early voting, drop boxes, or through the mail. Throughout the state, more than 1 million people have cast their ballots through mail-in absentee voting. That combined total of mail-in and early in-person votes cast already amounts to 34% of the total votes cast during the 2016 presidential election.
Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway says a property owner has backed out of an agreement to transform an East Side building into a men's homeless shelter. The mayor says this is unexpected and disappointing, but it won't deter the city and county from developing a new shelter space. Alternative locations are being discussed. Together, the city and county have committed $6 million to this project. Beloit Public Transit is expanding service into the Gateway Business Park. New routes go into effect on Monday. They are designed to connect the workforce with employment opportunities, with stops near the Amazon and Staples distribution centers, Pratt Industries, and Carey Ingredients. You can ride for free as the new routes get up and running, beginning Monday, October 26th through November 3rd. On November 4th, regular fares go back into effect. You can find more details at BeloitTransit.com.
Freedom, equality, and change. Those are just a few of the words written on a new wall in Madison. It's part of a project the YWCA hopes will help turn those words into action. Jamie Perez shows us how our entire community can come together to make it happen.
The scraping of chalk now breaks the silence behind the Urban League on South Park Street.
The idea is to be able to express Black thought freely in a sacred space.
That sacred space was blessed during a ceremony on Monday, calling to mind the suffering of Black people past and present. It's a sanctuary for Black people and their thoughts.
What does it mean to center Blackness? And what does it mean to center Blackness here in Madison?
What started as a project in Oakland, California.
Really a space for folks to witness, honor, and protect.
Now has a home on Madison's South Side.
It's intentional that we did it in South Madison, too. Sort of the Black community has been forced out of this neighborhood because we can no longer afford to live here. And so really being intentional about sort of reclaiming the space, reclaiming this community.
This project, called the Black Thought Wall, is intended to spark conversations about race that are long overdue.
Ready for a change. We're all ready to get to this, hopefully, place of freedom and true freedom and what that looks like.
Several local organizations, including the YWCA, teamed up to build this wall, a sanctuary where Black people can express, reflect, and share their lived experiences in hopes that other members of this community will listen and act with intent, with the purpose to heal.
Even though it's specific to the Black community in terms of writing our thoughts, it's really a call to the entire community to really self-examine ourselves.
Vanessa McDowell, the CEO of the YWCA, says understanding the complexity of the Black experience is pivotal to creating true equality, freedom, and love.
Our very lives are in danger, and we're in need of protection, you know? And so we're asking that this community comes together to protect, witness, and honor us as Black people.
The people who have written their own thoughts on the wall hope this new project will also help write a better future for all.
These preconceived notions of what a Black person already is, or how a person is supposed, how a Black man is supposed to act in the community. I feel like if people take the time out to actually understand the person, we will be farther than where we're at right now.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
And the wall is scheduled to be up for a year. Again, they ask only the Black community write on the wall, but welcome anyone to come look at the messages and the artwork and help protect it. The wall is behind the Urban League next to Planned Parenthood.
Still to come on News 3 Now at 6, a tuition coverage program at UW-Madison reaches a new milestone. We'll share how many students will get help paying for their education in the third year of Bucky's Tuition Promise.
It's the Big Snack Sale this Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Get snacks for just $1. Get Chex Mix, Pringles, Pepperidge Farm Goldfish Crackers, Jolly Time Popcorn, all for just $1 each. This Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Menards is your complete plumbing headquarters. Save on over 300 kitchen and bath faucets from Moen in the store and on Menards.com. Moen faucets give you a lifetime of beauty, reliability, and innovative features. Moen products are built to last in all the latest styles and finishes to match your home's decor. All Moen faucets are 11% off. Save big money and get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I can't do another 4 years of this. I can't. There's never been more divisiveness in this country. It's frightening and sad. That was Trump's whole thing. You know, take the politics out of it and run it like one of his businesses. I know people were looking for that kind of change, but it's not working. You know, we've only gotten more in debt. We have this virus now out of control, people out of work, no health care. How is that helping people? We need someone that knows what they're doing, and I think it's Biden. I know he will listen to the experts. That's what we need. I trust him 100% to get this under control. He has the capability to bring us back together.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
It's the Big Snack Sale this Thursday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Get snacks for just $2. Get Cheez-Its, Doritos, Sun Chips, and Intamin's Little Bites, all for just $2 each. This Thursday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Madison Public Library book drops are open again for 24/7 returns. Book drops were closed at the beginning of the pandemic when it was unclear how the virus was being transmitted. Library Director Greg Mickles says more research is indicating COVID-19 is primarily spread through direct contact through individuals rather than surfaces. To be safe, though, books are quarantined for 24 hours before they are reshelved.
This year, a record number of UW-Madison students will have their full tuition and fees paid for. 923 students will benefit from the Bucky's Tuition Promise program, now in its third year. Freshmen who are Wisconsin residents are eligible for 4 years of free tuition if their family's annual income is $60,000 or less. That's roughly the state's median family income. Transfer students who meet the criteria can receive 2 years free tuition. One recipient told us the summer jobs he planned to work fell through because of the pandemic, so this was a huge weight lifted off him and his family.
And so just being able to be calm and knowing that essentially we're going to be fine because Madison's paying for the tuition was really helpful in terms of just being calm in my dorm and just being able to study without really having to worry about how my family will like scrounge up a couple hundred here and there to pay for food and stuff.
He plans to major in Spanish and economics. Bucky's Tuition Promise is funded through private gifts. No tax dollars are used. A DeForest flower shop is doing something good. Rose Cottage Florals and Gifts gave away 120 free bouquets during a Pedal It Forward event. Guests could come pick up 2 bouquets, one for themselves and the other to give away to brighten someone else's day. Organizers say the annual event was definitely needed to spread some joy during this challenging year.
Still ahead at 6, a look at a new COVID-19 community testing site in Rock County. We'll share how Black Hawk Technical College has been transformed. And have your raincoat handy for tomorrow. Gary tells us when showers and thunderstorms are expected. Next.
If I'm your president, we'll develop and deploy rapid tests. We'll make the medical supplies and protective equipment that our country needs. In short, we'll do what we should have done from the very beginning. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Maine Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The big kitchen upgrade sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
During the Steinhoffel's Employee Family Price Sale, everyone is invited to
I'm off at 3 o'clock.
Stop on in.
I remember you from 5th grade, Miss Jones.
Well, then it'll be nice to catch up again. And you.
Steinhoffel's Employee Family Price Sale. Save 40% store-wide on the largest selection of in-stock furniture at the guaranteed lowest price.
Steinhoffel.
Isn't it time you had a health insurance company that shares the same values as you? One that acts like a trusted health partner that not only offers easy access to the doctors, hospitals, and clinics of UW Health, but also sees the greater good in keeping us healthy in the first place. A company that understands that serving our community means serving all of our communities. Isn't it time you had Quartz? Quartz, health plans built with you in mind.
You can't fix the economy until you fix the COVID crisis. And he has no intention of doing anything about making it better for you all at home in terms of your health and your safety. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Prosecutors have charged 2 more men with damaging property and allegedly helping tear down 2 statues on the state capitol grounds. This happened in June during protests over police brutality. Sasha Clemente and Jacob Capps were each charged with 2 counts of being a party to felony criminal damage to property. Police say surveillance footage shows the men helping pull down statues of abolitionist Hans Christian Heg and the Forward statue. A federal grand jury has indicted a 26-year-old man accused of attempting to damage and destroy the city-county building during protests in June. Marquand Clark was charged earlier this month. A complaint alleges he threw projectiles to break windows and then lit a roll of paper towel on fire, threw it inside. If he's convicted at trial, Clark faces a minimum penalty of 5 years and a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. Another big empty space is getting put to use fighting the pandemic in southern Wisconsin.
Rock County opened a new COVID testing site today, and it was busy. Adam Duxter spent the day in Janesville.
Well, much like the rest of Wisconsin, coronavirus cases here in Rock County have surged over the last couple of weeks. Public health officials say they hope opening a testing site right here in Janesville will be the first step in getting things under control.
A line of cars, at times taking more than an hour to get through, but it's a welcome sight for some.
These testing sites really open up the accessibility for our county.
The Wisconsin National Guard is now staffing this community site at BTC in Janesville, providing up to 600 free tests a week. This comes as Rock County continues to post record high numbers of active cases while nearing a record high in hospitalizations. Nurse Felicia Martinez says there's a reason things are getting worse.
People are still continuing to go to bars. People are still continuing to have parties and get together with others, but which is an issue.
Regardless of their motivation, hundreds came through the lines at Black Hawk Tech today. The college says it's happy to lend its lot.
Obviously, it's providing a great service to everybody in the Rock County community.
And though public health does not want to see more cases, workers hope the big turnout today shows the people they're protecting truly care.
The more people that get tested, the faster we can get those results, the faster we can get this under control.
And while public health officials in Rock County are encouraging people to come get tested here at Black Hawk Tech, they're also asking people to remember just how seriously this virus needs to be taken, which means don't leave your house if you don't have to, and really try to limit your interactions with others. In Janesville, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Testing will continue tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Black Hawk Tech campus and will continue on Wednesdays and Thursdays until December 10th. And here's Gary Canalti with our first WARN forecast. Hi, Gary.
Hi. We had some sunshine this afternoon. That was a change, and it got temperatures up into the 50s through the southern half of our viewing area from Madison southward. But now some showers have been coming in from the south, and there's even some thunderstorms farther to the south across Iowa and Illinois that'll be in here later on tonight. To the north, it's cold enough for snow, but that will stay to our north. There are winter storm warnings in effect for parts of North Dakota and South Dakota into central Minnesota. Winter weather advisories to the south of there, and also far northern Wisconsin up near Lake Superior into the western UP of Michigan. They could be looking at anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of snow over central Minnesota back into the Dakotas, and perhaps as much as 3 to 4 inches of snow with some sleet and freezing rain into parts of northern Wisconsin and the western UP of Michigan. However, For us, it's a different story. We'll be looking at rain and the potential for perhaps an inch or two of rain and showers and thunderstorms from tonight through tomorrow and into tomorrow evening, with the showers winding down on Friday morning. And there's also the potential for an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm late tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening as a warm front lifts northward into at least far southern Wisconsin. There could be a big temperature contrast, and that's what will set up the severe thunderstorm risk. Just a marginal risk for an isolated severe thunderstorm now. Hail would be the main threats, especially in the cooler areas north of the warm front, but areas along and south of the front, closer toward the Illinois state line, have the possibility for some high winds and even an outside threat of an isolated tornado, although the threat will be higher across northern Illinois or northwestern Illinois into eastern Iowa. Three things you need to know in our forecast: thunderstorm chances from tonight through tomorrow and into tomorrow evening as those temperatures climb at least briefly into tomorrow evening. Be breezy and colder on Friday. Those temperatures falling into the lower to middle 40s and holding steady there through the day. And then look for chilly weather this weekend through all of next week. Look for some shower chances early next week, the possibility for some snow to mix in at night and during the morning hours. But on weather track right now, the jet stream has flattened out. That's allowed milder air to start working northward. That's what's fueling these thunderstorms to our south. In fact, as we take a look at the surface weather map, there's a warm front that's starting to lift northward. The question is how far north it gets into southern Wisconsin. That will determine the severe weather threat, but temperatures are still in the 30s to our north. South of that warm front, temperatures are in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Not going to get that warm, but 57 for the high tomorrow. That'll probably be during the early evening hours. We'll see some showers and perhaps a few thunderstorms. Notice the showers moving in tonight, some thunderstorms by tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms during the day. That cold front are reaching us about 8 o'clock. Temperatures in the 60s south of the front, 40s north of the front, and Madison in the upper 50s. Then the showers and storms move on out. Look for cloudy skies and cooler temperatures on Friday with the northwesterly breeze and temperatures only in the low to mid 40s. Rainfall amounts perhaps an inch or two, especially from Madison southward where the heavier thunderstorms fall. After the colder air arrives on Friday, it'll stick around through all of next week. Some rain and snow shower chances from Sunday night into Monday, perhaps even into Tuesday. Halloween at this point looks just dry and cold.
And coming up in sports, Graham Mertz gearing up for his first career start as a Badger. The advice Paul Chryst has for his quarterback next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I want a reservation for 2 pair of glasses and an eye exam.
Oh, you can just walk in.
I see, my reputation precedes me.
Actually, we do this for everyone.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Boop, gone.
Unbeatable prices without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
What does that mean for you? Household incomes down $6,500 a year. Higher gas prices at the pump and utility bills at home.
And here's how it works. I'm going to raise taxes.
Small businesses pay more. 5 million jobs lost.
You're going to get a tax raise.
An economy in ruins. That's what Joe Biden's tax increase means for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
When roads get wet and your tires are in bad condition, accidents happen. Meinake's technicians will inspect, repair, or replace your tires as needed to make sure you stay safe on the road. Stop in or make an appointment online today. Meineke, doing car care right.
Replacing your windows with Renewal by Andersen is easy. We're here when you need us, and we'll work with you the way you want. We can inspect your windows from the exterior of your home. And when it's time to install your new windows, we complete most jobs in as little as 1 day, minimizing the amount of time in your home. Our teams take health and safety seriously. It's the kind of experience you've come to expect from the Renewal by Andersen name, and the promise you deserve with our signature service.
Democrats enabled riots across America, even in small towns.
So we just have officers that can only monitor. They can't do anything about it. But the officers can to get out of here, okay? Ma'am, are they actually sitting on or standing on your car? On my car! And I got a little girl in the car crying. Are you kidding me? This is insane.
Let the police do their jobs. On November 3rd, vote Trump. Restoration PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Stanton Optical is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pair of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at StantonOptical.com or call 1-800-STANTON.
Thursday morning, we'll keep taking a closer look at one of the biggest issues on the ballot in Madison.
We'll take a look at what's at stake if the Madison school referendum questions fail when we see you tomorrow on News 3 Now This Morning.
We do have some breaking news at this time. We are standing by for a press conference from the FBI. Right now, information very limited, but we are hearing reports that it may be about an election security investigation. We will cut in with this special report when it happens, again, just moments away.
Graham Mertz is 2 days away from making his first start as a Badger, and while he played in a couple games last year, mop-up time is totally different than leading the offense from the start. Then you add on the expectations surrounding him. There's a lot of pressure riding on Wisconsin's QB1, and Paul Chryst knows that. He also knows for Mertz to have success, he just has to go out and play like he practices, confidently.
You're not going to play perfect football. It's a goal, and you strive to it, but the big thing is that you go out and you trust yourself and play confident, and you do your part for the team, and his part is to run the offense, and he doesn't have to do it alone.
Sunday, when the Packers take on the Texans, they'll be facing a familiar faces that are lining up across from them. Longtime Packer Randall Cobb and former Badger J.J. Watt. Now, Watt is coming off arguably his best game of the year, and after watching it on film, Watt disrupting opposing offenses is something Matt LaFleur doesn't really want to see again in Houston.
I see a big, explosive, disruptive player that, if given the opportunity, will wreck the game. And, there's a reason he's won the defensive MVP before, because he's a damn good player. He's one of the premier players in this league.
As far as practice went today, it was shorter above the neck practice for the Packers because they're banged up. 13 guys were on the first injury report of the week, including David Bakhtiari, Robert Tonyan, and Darnell Savage, who all did not practice. Aleem Ford has shown flashes of just how good he can be for Greg Gard's team, but the Badger forward hasn't done it consistently yet. But he's getting there. This offseason, Ford put in the work to improve his game and start the year how he played in Wisconsin's last 4 games, where he averaged 12 points and 6 boards. And after a week of practice, the coaches have noticed the change in his game, and so has Ford.
I just feel more comfortable on the floor with the ball in my hands in different positions, and being able to make plays for myself and my teammates.
He was peaking towards the end of last year, that he felt the confidence. He felt that he could really do things on the court, and I see it right now with his focus. His focus is, I know I have to be a person that can be dependable and counted on every night. And for our expectation for him is just being able to be consistent and be reliable every single night.
And tonight, Game 2 of the World Series, Dodgers-Rays. Who you got?
Dodgers. I think they looked really good.
Rays need to win.
Yeah, they need one. All right, Zach. Thank you. Let's get to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Some showers already starting to creep into southern Wisconsin. Temperatures right now in the 50s from Madison southward, but in the 40s up to the north. We'll see just rain tonight, maybe a few thunderstorms. High tomorrow, 57. That'll be in the evening hours.
Again, we're standing by for a special report from CBS, apparently from the FBI. We'll have the very latest in our newscast tonight at 10.